Thank you.
Mark, congrats first of all. Would you say that the judging today, would you say that the word controversy would be well used with the judging how it went today?
Everybody has their opinion, and I've heard a lot of feedback, but that's not where my focus has been today. And my focus is on enjoying the celebrations and realizing what I did with my riding, and the rest is all out of my hands.
Mark, congratulations. Paul Rivard from TVA Sports. There was something rather special. You went to the X Games, got injured. You were favorite, come here. First run, disappointed. Then you win the medal. And you call about ups and downs. And in French, your ups and downs were translated by a very nice expression. It's called montagne russe, which is Russian mountains. So, analyzing all that, what about those beautiful Russian mountains?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I can't say I've ever been in a slopestyle event with a backdrop like that. It's a pretty spectacular first ever slopestyle event. I can say officially that it was insane to ride in, and I'm sure it was really cool to view. And our sport has a lot of wow factor, but I think it's taking really good shape and form, and it has a really bright future.
Thank you. Hey, Paul Johnson, Global TV. You pulled off two really spectacular looking tricks there on your second run. For those in our audience who don't know exactly what they are, could you name those and describe what they were and how you did them?
Yeah. Well, I'll just tell you my jump line, and there's 3 jumps, and on the first jump I came in switch, which is backwards with your opposite foot leading, which is sort of like kicking a soccer ball with your left hand or throwing a baseball with your non-dominant hand. And I did which is switch frontside cab, triple cork 1620, and landed that into a frontside double cork 1080 and landed that, and then the backside triple cork 1440 to finish the runoff. And it's hard to explain those, but the first jump and the third jump have 3 flips and have variations of spins in them. They are is hard to explain as to do. So,
okay.
Yeah.
One more. How is your rib feeling?
My ribs feeling good, especially when I'm not snowboarding.
So were you in pain?
I'm not going to go ahead and say aggravating pain where I can't land and I'll just fall over, but definitely when you land on that last jump with all that impact, it you feel it. And my rib's still broken. I broke it 12 days ago or 13 days ago or whatever. So when I think about that, it's just a miracle that I'm back snowboarding, and my medical team got me back to a level that I never thought I'd be back at this point. When I broke it at X Games, I thought my Olympics was done. And yeah, I was working hard to get back here, but I didn't think I would be near ready to ride at this level. And yeah, then it all came together, and then I kept falling and then landing and then falling and then landing. It was, like I said, a roller coaster.
Mark at the back here, Peter Ackman, CTV National News. Just talking about getting out there and riding, when you arrived, you were sort of saying, I'm not going to sneeze, I'm not going to laugh. Was it hurting you all the way through? I know you mentioned it was hurt when you landed, but were you in pain?
It's hard to describe the pain. Your body gets used to it, you know, and my body was used to it hanging out when I was doing nothing, kind of just doing rehab and whatever. I was pushing it, so it was sore, and I had to push through and try new things to get back to the level I was at. But your body becomes accustomed to pain. The first time I went snowboarding, it was terrible. Like I just wasn't used to the jarring and the popping and the snap and quick movements. And then the next day I went out and rode and it felt better. And you know what's coming. Once you can prepare for what's coming, you get better and better at dealing with it. And every day it made a huge progress in the pain scale. And today that was, the pain wasn't on my mind. It was just my snowboarding. And I was glad it didn't have to be about the rib, why I didn't get on the podium. And I just rode my best, and the rib was to the side. So,
can you talk about Max and Seb's runs? You were pretty impressed by both of them.
Yeah, kind of a heartbreaker for Seb. He rode amazing until to the last jump, both runs, and nobody likes to see anybody fall like that, just because we all work so hard to get to this place and perform under these certain pressures. And he had it going to the last jump, but he's an amazing rider and he's got a great career, and this won't necessarily make or break it. So yeah, I was bummed for him, but he's a really good sport and took it well. And then Max, it was like, I didn't want to be happy he didn't beat me, but I was, because that was my life on the podium. Yeah, so he's an amazing rider, and he's going to be one of the guys I most definitely need to watch out for in the future, and just try and stay ahead of the curve. And I'm excited to start snowboarding again, if you can believe that. But I'm going to take some time off, though.
Mark, Ryan Rashad from TSN. You were just talking about Max. When you were down at the bottom of the hill waiting, and he finished his run, you kind of almost had, like, you started walking almost. What was going through your head when you saw the way he finished his run and where you were at? Yeah, you think you're paying close enough attention, but when he lands a jump, that last jump with so much authority and the crowd's going crazy, at that point, my Olympic podium hope is over. So I just started walking away. I didn't know what to think. I was incredibly bummed, but also, like, good on him. He rose to the pressure and landed a good run. But once you watch all the slow-mos and see certain sketches and whatnot, then it was like, I remember the guy saying, "Yeah, it's not over," and I was pretty sure it's over. And he's like, "No, just wait around." And yeah, and then we watched all the slow-mo, saw some hand rakes and some sketches, and sure enough, I was still in third. And just along those lines, I understand these aren't the same judges that you jump in front of at the X Games, and that, getting to know judges is maybe part of it. Was there a little bit of a sense of, were riders sure of what was going to impress these judges and what wasn't going to? Yeah, they definitely were looking for certain different things, and I felt like I was battling to find that out the whole week, and didn't ever really master it. But you're not going and having conversations with him, so I'm just trying to ride my best, and to start so slow and kind of weak and then end super strong. Yeah, like I said, it's out of my hands, and I'm proud and I'm happy. And the cool thing is, I just got the first ever Olympic slopestyle medal and Canada's first of the games. So
you've obviously been thinking about this for a number of years. Is winning a medal everything you thought it would be?
Yeah, and more. When I started competing the first day, I realized the magnitude of the Olympics with that huge grandstand at the bottom, how loud it was, how intense it was, and even X Games doesn't stand to that, and it's different. X Games is the biggest thing in action sports. Olympics is the biggest thing in all of sports. So it comes around once every 4 years, and a lot of people work their butt off for that one opportunity every 4 years. So it holds a special place in your heart, and yeah, it was more than I ever thought it would be. And standing on that podium tonight and hearing the national anthem was pretty cool. It was, yeah, like, I was really excited for Sage and Stale. They're two of my good friends. I've known both of them since I was 15, and I think all three of us are a good representation of the fine line of having fun doing what you're doing, but also taking it serious and just enjoying the ride.